Monday, so not this Monday, Monday next week. So no issues anymore. So we're all good for Celeste, which is great, because I was like, ugh, it's going to be annoying. But no, we're all good, thankfully. But yeah, mostly. Hey Zeke! Hello! Are we good? Why? Why did you say that? Oh, for the controller? Is that what you're asking? The controller, they said it should arrive in between the 2nd and the 6th. So we might be good and we might not be good. We don't know yet. But the slot is... I don't know, I just heard now we're good though. Okay, no. I was saying basically the thing that I had, which was bringing my mom to the doctors on Thursday, where I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to do Celeste at 4 p.m. or if I'll have to move it. It's all good because actually the appointment is on Monday and not Thursday. Because... So yeah. So that's fine. So we're all good on that side. Ugh. So yeah, that's all good. Is that a bit tilted? Yeah, it's better. So yeah, so the schedule is the right one, it's all good. I don't know if I'll have to bring her on Monday, but that's something for future me. But I think so, I think I'll have to be the one to bring her. I'll say that with her. But yeah. We did... Oh yeah. Zeke got shocked by the amazing world of play on words of Ace Attorney 6. Where they just up the game of the play on word by 10,000. We got a character called I'll Be Your Guide, who is the guide, called Albi, ALHBI. Your guide, UR, I think like dash GAD, something like that. Oh yeah, it's full like that. We had Peace, Love and Understanding, of course. We had the Temple. It's only the start. So it's funny because at some point we got a character that's like a main character, so they didn't do a silly play on word for his name. And and Zika was like, wait, what's the joke there? And I was like, no, he's the main character, he's fine. What was it? Lamentations, yeah. It's only going to continue. And the next case is going to be Magicians, which of course Zeke is very excited about. With Joker. With the Joker. Something else to see on Monday. It feels like I've tricked Zeke, and I have tricked Zeke furthermore because since it's Steam sales right now, I have gifted the Great Attorney duology to Zeke, so more Ace Attorney in the future. If what you went on, never in 4 games. So, you know. Trapped, exactly. It's going to be so weird when we finish them and then there's nothing else. It's going to feel... My Mondays and Thursdays are going to feel so empty. Going to be so sad. It's okay. Going to be like, oh my god, I have empty evenings now. But it's okay. But yeah, we're going to continue the Ambrose Sprites today. As you can imagine, the PNG situation has still not been resolved for the the great thing, the great fact that just it hasn't been. I have tried again and again. It doesn't work. I have looked up every single software I could find, none work or are available for Mac. The ones that are just don't work, and the ones that maybe work don't. So until it fixes itself, I don't really know. I have no idea. But so last time we got neutral party, sorry, neutral every day, date 1, date 2, and date 3, which I finished off stream. I'm remembering now that I wanted to do a design for the hoodie for the date 1 one. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it plain. But yeah, this is where we are, and so we still have to do happy, disappointed, angry, and blush for the sprites. So let's go. We'll start with happy. And so up, I should put all the neutral stuff in. Oh, I can't do like a... No, okay, I can't do it. Cool. Yeah, and the happy ones are like these. So let's go. But overall, I also mostly chilled a bit yesterday. It was nice. And continuing on my quest to win over Zeke on Letterboxd, which technically I have now one more movie, but on the what's it called? On the like normal movie stuff, but there's like that, and there's the diary which also has the rewatches, and on that one I am one movie, not one movie, I am a few movies away still, so I'll get there. Very important agenda, of course. Oh me. Hey Antoine, how are you? Usual? Good, good. Which is not good, sure, but it's alive, so that's good still. Yeah, it's good still. You do how you can, people. I'm doing good, I'm doing okay. I'm doing usual, I'd say. I wouldn't trade my existence. I don't think it would bring anything. For a second I thought I bet it's a human at 4 arms. I was getting excited. No, it's not that kind of game, sorry. Because I forgot to take out something, so now I need to repiece it. It's fine. Mais t'as rien payé, arrête de vous vendre des remboursements sur un truc que t'as pas payé. Et je repars lire au Unity Skill au moment des bisous. Bisous, amuse-toi bien. Only mystery strawberries in chapter 3. I shall get them tomorrow. Having lots of fun replaying. Oh, I'm glad you're having fun replaying. Only 3. That's good. How many strawberries are there in chapter 3? It's out of how many? 25. Oh, that's not too bad. 3 out of 25. That's good. That's a good ratio. I'm glad you're having fun replaying though. Wait, did I give? Okay. Did you also... I'm guessing you don't really do it. I was going to ask like if you did a better time as well going through, but like if you're looking for strawberries, you're not really going for like time, so doesn't matter much. Yeah, but it's easier if I just use this actually. Not speedrunning yet, no. Would you want to try speedrunning? Do you think? I have tried to go through chapter 1 as quick as I could, no strat or anything, and got to minute 20. Ooh. That's good. What's what record? It's 52 seconds, I think. Second place is German. First and third place, God, there's a guy called Secure Account, and that person has almost all of the speedrun. GG to them. GG to him. So that's not too bad. Like, with no strat and stuff, doing 220 when the world record is like 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes less. Like, that's really good, I'd say. It's kind of fun to see that it's mostly people from the US, people from France. There's a few Germans in there, few Spanish. That's Russian. There's a few Russian. There's one Russian person that's just everywhere. Not everywhere, but has a few titles. 2 British people, 1 Canadian person. And that person is from Argentina. It's kind of fun to see how, and 1 person from Uganda. It's kind of fun to see how some countries clearly are more like into it than others. I mean, there's a lot of US, but mostly because the person called Secure Account has like gone for everything. That's fun. I've seen actual speedrun. I will not be doing that. Honestly, very valid. But it's like if you enjoy doing it, you know, without like going for the world record or anything, can always do that. Something that was very fun to watch is at Speedon. They always do one, at least one rhythm game, and the speedrun of like rhythm games is so fun. It's incredible, and I look at them and I'm like, ah, I'll never be that good, but God. That, and also they did like a Tetris speedrun a few years back that was really fun as well. I don't know if like Project Sekai is a game that could be speedrun in the way that they speedrun rhythm games, but that would be fun. Because I don't think they would do a game that has gacha in it. Also, it's not like technically speedrun, it's mostly just doing a bunch of levels, like at the hardest levels and such, but so impressive. It's just crazy at high levels, the grip they have on that controller or something. Yeah, the person did like the Grandmaster thing and got it. And there's like the end bit, I think. You do it and you don't have a visual. The screen is black and you have to remember where everything is. And that is wild. It was the first time the guy like succeeded at the Grandmaster thing as well. Like it was a whole thing. Sadly it didn't count because, you know, it wasn't like in... you need to do it like under specific circumstances for it to count as like official Grandmaster, but like... It was wild. Like I was watching a bunch of the speedruns while doing other stuff, and like that one I just like stopped whatever I was doing and I just watched for a while. Because I was like, huh? I'm glad they could, that they got GameStone Quake doing the US recast, because that's such like a big step for them. Because obviously it was inspired by GameStone Quake, so that's really cool. Okay, so all of the happy sprites are done. So we have happy party, happy sprite for every day, date 1, date 2, and date 3. So what we're going to do now, so that we keep that like the one sprite type stream, is that I'm going to continue on the emotes list. Because that wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? Doing the emotes. So I'm going to... where is it? Oh no, it should be over there. Here we go. Up. Where are you? Here. Where did I put them? Here. Here we go. Got my emote stuff. Up. That's all the ones I already have. This one I need to fix because the eye is way too small. Up. That should be better. Flabbergasted. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So I'll take them out of the thing so that I know which one I need to re-export. And this one I need to correct as well. But I'll just redo one, I think, for the crying one on the side so that it's better. So you can see better. So, stand is done. Why is the background color? Oh, I know why I put the background color black, but I don't need it black right now. So, I'll need that later. Up. There we go. There you go. So I can do my sketches. Oopsie. Keep throwing a pen at my thing. Okay. Up. So, we need a pouty/angry crow. I'm going to reopen my Discord to have my emotes on this side. Did I put them in the visuals? I don't remember. No, that's what I wanted to do. No, I haven't put them in there. That's fine. Okay. Okay. I should have them in here, so that's fine. You. go. Because I need the ref of what the little crow guy looks like. Because if not, I forget. Okay, crying. Is this like... Yeah, you got it! Yeah! I was gonna say, is that satisfactory for the... Huh? Oh, I'm glad. I was going to ask. Like, I really want the energy of like the crow, like when, you know, like the neck stretched of like, I don't want to be near you. What the fuck? Okay, that's good. That's good. Dancing I'll do later. The animated one, if I can get out of not doing them right now, I will. Okay. And so for the owls, up why you my baby, here it is. Yeah, because this owl's a nice owl. Okay. For a second I thought it was a white diamond scaring me. No, it's the fire! It's the sketch for the fire emote you wanted. Is that like... is the energy of the fire enough? Fuck it, it's great. Great. Up. Oh yeah, yep. Okay, and then just thumbs up, and then the rest are animated ones. I see expression and demise in his lovely eyes, and it brings me joy. Oh, yeah, we have the pouty, angry one, slight sadness, judging decay, and destruction. I read the... Okay, but this guy just giving out 5k crystals for logging in right now, and I went to look here because that's where I put my iPad when I'm not using it. I had the reflect of like, my iPad is in front of me. I have already logged in today, I just didn't look at the reward. And I went like, what? Oh god. Slight, yeah, sure. Yeah, exactly, just very slight. The call of greed. god. Greed went. Oh my god, 5k crystals. And I was like, I can just open it on the side. No, you are using. My iPad is here. You are using your iPad, you dumbass. It's not a lot of cries this side. I mean, I wouldn't know. My tear ducts don't work. Just, I don't cry, so I wouldn't know what the normal amount is. You need to stop giving me Project Sekai updates while I work. This is not a good influence on my work. Reassuring. You know this. I've talked about this many times. That like my body refuses to cry, and I don't know why. My tear ducts do work, but like, just don't cry that much. So or ever. So you know. Okay, sorry, I will keep after stream. Thank you. Send me in DMs. I don't receive the notification when I'm on stream because of OBS. I know. Business of a word about it. Well, I can't do anything, sadly. So, like, sadly I can't do much about it. It's not like I'm keeping myself from like sad shit, you know? I've had like personal sad shit happen. I've watched very sad movies, very sad everything. I don't know, maybe when I'll listen to the fucking Taylor Swift album I'll cry, who knows. I get close to it, it just doesn't fall. I get the emotion, it just doesn't hit. I want you to cry. Wait, that's weird. That's how I meant it. Shit. Well, I hope that for myself too. But you know, I've had time where I was like, oh my god, I'm getting there. I'm going to cry, and then it didn't. But I think it's like a never-ending like cycle now of me being like, I don't cry, or like it's hard to cry. So when it happens, I'm like, okay, yes, let's go. And so because I'm expecting it, and because I'm like, okay, it's coming, then it keeps me from crying. Forgot an E. There we go. And then it goes back around. I see, it makes sense. At that point, it's just like, it's so annoying because also I've had stuff that like made me cry, and then I was like, oh my god, this is good to keep on hand for when I need it. But then they work once because I expect it. The wonder of my intriguing. Exactly, I think it's probably also just that. I don't know, Play Numb by Radiohead or some bullshit. Is it? No, it's not Radiohead, it's Linkin Park. It's not all the same people. I become so numb, become so real, so much more aware. It just makes sense. It's just a very narration. Every narration just says all that. Yeah, I mean, I am very, I very much am aware of that kind of stuff. But don't I already have a thumbs up one? No, I have the actually one, but I don't have a thumbs up. How do I do a fucking thumbs up with a wing? Yes, you're very much angry. Thank you. You too. Like, how often would you say is normal to cry? Like, what's the frequency? Do we have stats on this? How many time on average cry in a year? In a month? Also, I should make this darker so that's less annoying. There we go. Frey PhD found that women cry an average of 5.3 times a month, while a man cries an average of 1.3 times a month. That's healthy. With crying defined as anything from moist eyes to full on sobbing. Oh, if you count moist eyes, that doesn't count. If the tears don't fall, to me it doesn't count. Maybe not every second, that's for sure, yeah. Crying up to 3 hours a day is still normal. It's still within a normal range. Okay. More than once a month is more than I would have guessed. Yeah, same. Especially from like something from someone like asking people. It is okay to not cry and experience a full range of emotions at all the time. However, if you find yourself struggling with your emotional expression or feel that you are suppressing your emotions, it might be helpful to simply be patient. I don't know if you've already like waited to cry for something because you felt it coming and you were like, okay, here we go. Waiting more doesn't do anything. I just don't feel sad after a while anymore and I'm just like, okay, well, moving on. Study about crying can only be a shit show to obtain accurately, I believe. Yeah, I mean, it's like a lot of those kind of studies. It's like a lot of polls, I guess. Lots of statistics, more than anything. Reddit, I haven't cried in months. r/emotions. Oh, it's also American people. Maybe the Europeans cry less. People count happy tears inside as well. Yeah, for sure. Being conscious of your own cries coming up for sure would contact me. Exactly. And also, they put like moist eyes into account. So, to me, that having moist eyes doesn't count as crying to me. You know, because by that standard, then I would be crying. Sometimes. And like, I'd like to add as well, this is not like a thing that happened at teenage years or whatever. As a child, my parents have told me I never cry. Like, as a baby, I never cried. It's been an ongoing thing for forever. It's not like one day I became emotionally suppressed. It's always been there. I would count most eyes as crying also. It's a range from most tears in your eyes to bawling your eyes out. Yeah, but like, I don't know. At what point... I feel like if I feel tears, then I count that as crying. But like... I don't know. To me, it doesn't count as crying because like tears don't leave your eyes. What's the definition of crying? Shedding of tears, weeping. If the tears have not shed, it doesn't count. If they stay in the eye, for me, the tears have not shed. Tearing up, I'd say, but I wouldn't say tears. I wouldn't say crying, I would say I teared up. Doesn't have how I'm going to do thumbs up to the fucking bird. Okay, now that's objectively weird. Not crying as a child. I don't know for sure. I'm telling what my parents told me. We are bottles of raw emotion when younger and not knowing how to handle them, but I did not cry when I was a very little baby. Also the first one. Yeah, my parents told me as a baby I did not cry. Or pretty much never cried. Like, I must have cried a few times, I'm guessing. But I pretty much never cried. But that's like... It's normal, quote unquote, because of the situation that like my home was at the time, because there was already a very loud, attention-seeking child there. So it's normal for a kid coming in a world in which, in a family in which you already have a child that's doing like all the crying, all the screaming, all that. It's normal for a child coming into that kind of environment to like kind of just not, because they sense that like the parents need calm or some bullshit. I've read about this, and so that didn't like worry me that much, because I saw it as like, oh yeah, this is explained by this kind of thing. Have 5 tough babies. We don't cry, bro. Ugh. I think I've seen you cry before, haven't I? I think I have. But yeah, I had read something about that, so it makes sense that as a baby I did not cry, because, you know, I cried a lot as a kid. Fucking sunglasses. I should do a sunglasses one. Writing that down. Sunglasses. Cool cats. Here you go. And now I also kind of hard for me to fully shed tear. I used up all my crying when I was a baby. Yeah. The thing is, when you're a cis guy, testosterone makes it harder to cry. Or when you just AMAB, testosterone does make it harder to cry. Which wasn't an issue for me when I went through testosterone, because I wasn't crying to start with. But I have seen a lot of like trans guys talk about it and be like, I used to cry so easily about things and now I can't anymore. So it's also like a thing as well. I mean, of course, it's not the one shoe fits all, but it does explain that in some amounts. I think I cry more now than when I was younger. Yeah, but it's also because you're like more like, I feel like you express yourself more perhaps than when you were a child, because you're more yourself and such, for you specifically. But for sure, being in accordance with my emotions and repressing them helps a lot. Less helps. Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. But yeah, the amount of crying reducing as you grow up when you're AMAB makes sense because of the testosterone-induced puberty. Which, like, you'd think it's a cliche, but it's actually true. Of course, it doesn't mean that no person that goes through that can, like, people can't cry regularly even though, but, you know, it makes it harder to cry in general. Yeah. But also, you can also have the opposite. Like, I have heard trans men also say, I do actually cry more and I do feel my emotions more because of the relief of going through HRT and being more themselves helps them unlock their emotions more. So you could actually have the opposite effect as well. Like, because that side that's like more psychological goes over the physical side of hormonal therapy. For me, it was pretty like stable. I didn't feel much differences emotionally wise, honestly. Testosterone is doing too much. Choose a lane. I mean, you also have the opposite of like trans women going on estrogen and progesterone and feeling like being able to cry a lot more because of that, thanks to that, and having testosterone blockers. For sure, we're a cool kid. Sad you expired your stock of tears. You sure need to finish the stock. Send a message to the manufacturers. You know. Where is it? You didn't get that as your little like. Didn't get your jar? Requesting a refund, as you should, as you should. Here we go. Up. But yeah. honestly, like, the day I finally like managed to cry about something again. Depending on what it is, I might not say on stream. If it's something silly, I won't mind. But if it's something a bit like harsh, I might not. I'll probably come on stream and be like, you can't guess what happened today. Yeah, that's the theme from the music, the song before that one, the track before that one was from Ace Attorney, and the one that's happening right now is from Date Everything, and it's Dishy's theme. So when you're dating the dishwasher, that's what happens in the background. I could put it a bit louder. Seems a little low. Here you go. Slightly louder. But seeing how I went through, like... Yeah, but... I can't say that on stream. I went through shit recently, but I don't think it's shit that's hard enough to make me cry. But would usually make people cry. But yeah. Who knew Dishy's theme would be such a banger? But at the same time, so much of the character themes are really cool. So yeah, I did put a lot of the themes in there. I added a lot of the themes. Okay. If you're not sure comfortable, don't say it on there. On the internet free for escaping your Western right? Yeah. I don't mind, like, what I just said, I really don't mind talking about in DMs. But I'm like, maybe not for the internet. It's stuff that, like, it's personal, but it's not like, ugh. But it's like, not for the VOD. It's too fresh for the VOD because it will, like, it has potential of being misinterpreted, and I don't want it to be the case. I don't know what NFTV means. Not for the VOD. Okay. Exactly. Like, I know myself and I know how I would talk about it, and I'm like, this can sound very insensitive, and that's not the point, you know. Maybe another emoji, not for the VOD. If it becomes a catchphrase, yes, but I don't think it will. God, it reminds me when we play Ace Attorney with Zeki. It's always like we always have a moment where we're like, God, it's a good thing we're not on stream because we wouldn't go that hard with the jokes. If so, and that would be sad. On one hand, I'm like, it sucks that we don't do it on stream because, like, we don't have stuff recorded and, like, we'll never be able to, like, remember exactly what happened. But on the other hand, I'm like, God, the amount of sexual innuendos I do on this. I would not be doing them on stream. And other jokes. Not only that, but partly that. I already imagine Little Owl with NFTV panel television. I'd imagine like either the owl or the crow, like probably the owl because the TV would be black, but you have like a screen and you have the owl like hiding it with his arm, and then like turning to the viewer like this, you know, being like, no, you're not seeing. and written NFTV on it. If anyone needs emote, you know. We have the confused one. I made his eye bigger, so it'll be a lot clearer. Because I think that would fit. No, it's very clear. I'm not making another one when I already have this one. To me, it's very clear. Yeah, it's supposed to be both. It's supposed to be a stunned one. It's confused and stunned. Two in one. Oh no, same for Starch Izaku twice in a row. Is it at least a good one? Which one is it? Back to reading the story. I already know. But why? The hell, why not? Have fun! Did you put your stamps thingy for the stamps event? took me way too long to find it again. It's an okay card. Oh, okay. Sad. Sad. I was like, okay, you got me. How much is 5k? 40 fucking euro. No, thank you. No, don't fall. Don't fall into it. Do you have like a very specific card you want? But yeah, no, don't fall into that. You could choose from old cards and the Mizu card and a fantasy card and a fantasy card is so hard. And the Mizu one. My biggest loss from losing my old account is that fucking card. Is those two fucking, because I had both of them. Still fuming. Some good Mafu and Kennedy cards. Yeah. It's late enough. Let's see. I've done my daily work, I'm allowed. If it was like €5, I would have folded. Yeah, that's how they get you. But they have some stuff, I'm sure. Don't mind lightning. I'm sure they have some stuff that are like less expensive.